It's the home of the Wizards here in Washington, D.C. as 2K Sports brings you today's action live from the Verizon Center. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at the Pacers. A great start of the season for them, playing very well so far.
And right now for the Pacers, what a start to the season it's been for them. I mean, it has taken them no time to find that rhythm. They have looked fantastic from day one.
And Greg, we knew they had potential, but thought it would take a while. What's been surprising is how quickly they've made it happen.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Taj Gibson is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Allen. And it's Rose in at the 1. Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
On defense, Washington outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if your team goes cold, it really can sabotage.
Nasty! Nasty!
Yet. Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Is this the dunk contest?
Hey, this one counts, Clark. Believe me, what confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself.
He couldn't resist on that. The adrenaline just flowing. One of the more spectacular plays we've seen.
The D cannot forget about him like that. He'll light you up big time.
Here's Snell, and he banks in the layup. Snell's got his second bucket of the night.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
And Wall kicks to Gortat. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
A chance now to take a look at how the Pacers are doing, Kevin, here early in the season. First in assists, first in steals, and they're also #1 in shooting percentage. This is a team that prides itself on taking high-quality shots.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
For Indiana, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Wall, that's good. Wall's got his first basket. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Nene, he's checked in for Humphries. Porter comes in for Jarrett.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me, executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
Gibson with the steal. Here's the break. Moving it up. Here's Allen. And again, it's Indiana. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. And one bright note for the Pacers last season was the play of their bench. Adding Rodney Stuckey was a huge boost for them.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going.
Inside, here's Nene. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
And it's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
Snell, that's good. And Stuckey led the charge for the Pacers bench, Greg, as you were talking about. But all around the reserves, Clark, were fantastic on the Pacers.
Yes, third in the league at almost 41 points per game off the bench. First in the NBA in bench rebounding and top 10 in field goal percentage as a bench.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Yeah, they were getting winded. Good call here to give them a quick breather.
Chris Humphries has checked in for the Wizards. Temple comes in for Sessions. In Indiana with the change here too. Splitters checked in for Taj Gibson. Here's Temple. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
1:06 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Neal. Again, the Wizards score.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's Indiana now. They're on a 16-6 run. Fires top of the key. Again, Indiana.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Stolen by Rose. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Neal dishes to Humphries. That's good. Humphries has got his second bucket of the game to go.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds. Washington making some changes. Jared Dudley's checked in for Nene. Beal comes in for Gary Neal. And John Wall subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. And the Pacers also making a change. Stevenson's checked in. Wizards trail by 11. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Picked by Humphries. Dudley the pass to Beal. Right side, Wall. Dudley with a screen on Rose. And Wall kicks to Humphries. And stolen by Jordan. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
Extremely positive. I mean, this is a very nice lead to have early in the ball game.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Pacers. They lead by 13. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his...
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who...
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition too.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Pacers team out there.
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Splitter. Then it's Smith. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Stevenson in at the 2-guard spot. Beal against Smith. That's good. Beal's got 5. And so it's Indiana with it. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated. Boy, they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And the one thing Tiago Splitter gives you every year, Clark, is consistency. The numbers, the effort, the results, all very familiar every year.
Yeah, his game is really built on the intangibles. He hustles, he knows where he's supposed to be, he gets to the right spot at the right time, crashes the boards, takes charges. He does all the little stuff.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Nene, he's checked in for Dudley. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Beal, and Gary Neal subbed in for John Wall. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Nene.
And for Tiago Splitter, he's been a relatively unsung player in his career, never getting his number called on offense, receiving little recognition from the media, but providing tough defense in the post. He shot over 55%, crashes the boards in the 20 minutes or so a game that he gets. So that's been good enough to really establish a productive career.
And the basket by Stevenson.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Neal dishes to Gortat. Misses from close range.
You know, getting back to Splitter, yes, you need superstars to win in this league, but you also need guys like him, guys who put the team first, will bust a gut to carry out their responsibilities on the floor, off the court, and in the locker room. You need all of that to be a championship team. Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Oh, and the cut by Stevenson.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the road.